All India Democratic Women's Association is having its Telangana State Conference from today up to 26th. There we will be discussing the challenges that women are facing in Telangana. The price hikes, unemployment, and the education of schools, the children's education, then the violence increasing in Telangana and in the country. All these issues are going to be discussed. Unemployment is the highest today, and women have no means of livelihood. Unorganized sector is totally devastated. The pandemic had taken a very big toll on the working sections and the governments. The Modi RSS BJP government as well as the KCR government is not taking steps to try and ease the problems of the people. So the All India Democratic Women's Association will unitedly work together and ask questions of the government, because today it's the duty of the government to pay attention to the people's problems. ADWA also supports the 27th September Bharat Bandh called by the Sanyukta Kisan Morcha, who are sitting in struggle for the last 10 months on the borders of Delhi. And the shameless government, the Modi government, does not have time to even talk to them. And that is why we are not allowing this country to be ruled by the fascistic Manuvadi forces. We are going to work united to defeat them. We have seen that violence against women is also increasing in a very big way. We are finding minor children being raped and killed, and the government is only trying to shield the rapist. We have seen in the Hathras case, now on 29th of September, the Hathras case will complete 1 year, where we have given a call all over the country to teach the culprits a lesson. But the case has not yet been culminized, the culprits have not yet been convicted. This is the way the government is functioning, because they belong to a particular caste or religion of the ruling regime. That is why they are trying to shield them. In Hathras we saw that they belong to the caste of the chief minister, and that is why they are trying to shield them. This has never happened before in our country, that people belonging to a particular caste or religion, even if they are criminals, they are being saved by the ruling regime. So women are today in a very insecure condition. Women are facing the violence, and that is why unitedly we appeal to everybody. It is not the struggle of women alone. It is the struggle of every ordinary Indian citizen to come forward to protect the democratic, secular, progressive values of the country and our Indian constitution. No, encounters is not the solution. In fact, there are laws in this land. If the laws of the land are properly implemented, then obviously there will be the conviction rate. Today, out of 100 criminals, only 25% are convicted. 75% go free. Why does that happen? It's because the police investigations are very poor. The case goes on for number of years, and the victim doesn't get justice. So the most primary thing is first to stop shielding the culprits, to stop protecting the culprits. The administration, the police, they should stand by the side of the victim and try to get justice for the victim. That is what is important, and that is what is not happening. So the laws of the land which are there, which have been strengthened after Nirbhaya case, the Verma committee had been set up, the laws have been strengthened. There are enough laws in this country which, implemented properly, will definitely bring about justice. Today, price rise is extremely massive. The Modi government has absolutely no control over the price rise. Essential commodities are going out of the reach of the poor. Now festivals are coming. The poor do not know how they are going to celebrate their festival. Celebrate, forget it, because they have no money. But at least some things in the house they will make, but they have no money to do it. And we have demanded that the government should give 7,500 rupees in the accounts of every non-income tax paying family. That the government is not doing. Instead, it is writing off the taxes, it is writing off the loans of the Ambanis and Adanis and the corporate sector. I mean, what right does Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of this country, have to write off the loans, to sell off the national assets of the country, like the public sector units, the Vishakhapatnam steel plant, which is of thousands of crores of rupees, is being sold off for a pittance to the corporates, because the corporates are the friends of the Ambani and Adani, they are friends of Modi, and so he wants to sell the country to them. What right does he have to sell off the country? That is not what the people have voted him to power for. They have voted him to power so that he will try and give some relief to the poor. He is going the other way around, and then whoever is talking for their rights, whoever is raising their voice, they are putting sedition cases, anti-national cases, they are threatening them, like how we are seeing what happened to Harsh Mandar by putting enforcement department raids in their houses. But we are not going to get cowed down by such fascistic and terroristic methods by an anti-national government which is being rolled by the BJP and the RSS. The RSS has always betrayed this country. The RSS has cheated this country continuously. Even during the prime of independence struggle, they sided with the British and they cheated the people of this country. Now, unfortunately, they are in power and they are doing the same thing again, cheating the people of this country. And that is why the people of this country today realize that their game of playing religion and caste politics, politics of hatred, that we will not accept. The All India Democratic Women's Association will unitedly bring women out on the roads on 27th of September to make Bharat Bandh a success.